Slowly but surely, I'm getting ready for the day. Got my shirt on. Went and dug out the rest of my Halloween jewelry, finally, now that we're a week out from Halloween. Tisk. Anyhow, my Target, I think it was Target that I got these at, almost certain, bats that I love so much. So I've got to get ready for the day. I need to have another coffee for sure. I'm a little under the weather, so this is going to be a caffeine and Dayquil fueled day. Big things happening today. Well, some are not like super big, but going to the library, that's going to be awesome. I have a lot of research to do there. The kids, they'll do what they do at the library, get some books, explore, have some fun. But I have a lot of research that I'm going to be working on. P.S. My house might be haunted. It might. Anyway, here's hoping, right? Here's hoping. So there's that. Then also, crazy of all craziness. Oh my goodness. P.S. Hi. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Julie. This is my journal. A bit of a jumble as per usual. But also, oh my goodness sake, I'm taking my daughter to get the booklet to get her learner's permit. Yeah, we have been doing some unsanctioned driving teaching with her, but we're going to do it right from here on out. And today we are going to go to the DMV, that's the Department of Motor Vehicles, and get the booklet that she needs to read and study. Then she'll have to take a test in order to get her permit, her learner's permit, at which time then we have to acquire X amount of hours of driving and get her on the waiting list for driver's ed through the school. It's a long waiting list because of the pandemic. The effects are so far reaching and seem to almost never end. But anyhow, we're excited. She's excited. We also, oh my goodness, it was overwhelming and wonderful, but we ordered her graduation stuff, high school graduation stuff, cap and gown, tassel, invitations, announcements, whatever. Oh my God. There was a time when she was so ill and there were so many struggles and all these things a few years ago where I had just had to accept that that might never be our reality, her graduating. And I accepted that every day was a treat and a gift, and to just enjoy it, which I still feel that way, even more so lately, just about life and my kids and my husband and my family. But it's the melancholy of late autumn. Is that a thing? It is for me. Is it for you? The melancholy of late autumn? It's definitely a thing. It's a thing. For sure it's a thing. Anyhow, we ordered all that stuff in anticipation of her graduation in May. You know, oh my God, you know that like on the main channel or the vlog channel, Frugal Family Flies Again, we are going to have just the biggest party. Good thing I haven't put makeup on yet, huh? Let's get the emotional stuff out of the way first with our spooky Mickey and our bat earrings and a candle going. My favorite. This is my favorite. I just ordered 2 more. This is probably the 4th one that's glowing right there. Probably the 4th one that I've bought, but I've got 2 more coming. They are just the Walmart Mainstays Mulled, M-U-L-L-E-D cider. Oh my God. Oh, I have it burning like all the time. All the time. A couple other candles, and I've tried several of theirs, but the mulled cider is the one. So all of these things going on, you know, and my elbow is feeling a little better every day. My wrist, very slowly but surely, from the cyst drainage thing. I don't know why at first it felt like it wasn't that bad. Like I was like, oh, this is not even close to as bad as the other cyst that I had drained like 2 years ago in the same spot. And I was like, well, I guess it makes sense because this one was smaller and it hadn't gotten as developed. And yeah, I'm feeling great. But I think honestly, it was because my elbow, well, elbows, but especially my right one, were so bad and in so much pain that it masked the effects of getting the cyst drained. And so now that my elbow is doing so much better. It's like my wrist feels like it has the permission, you know, and the space to shout out about its suffering and the unfairness of life for a wrist, for a YouTuber who edits videos a lot. Yeah. And does lots of crafting, and at certain times and seasons, lots of dumpster diving. And anyway, there's just so much going on. And another thing that's going on, well, sorry if I keep having to cough. Apologies. I am under the weather, just a little under the weather. You know, when your body is like fighting these other calamities, to be melodramatic, trying to work on healing, you know, the elbow, the wrist, and everything else. Your defenses are down. I was explaining it to Mariah, my youngest, as like soldiers and a battle, and, you know, the cold bugs have been able to infiltrate the defenses because all of my soldiers are working on like my elbow and stuff. Anyway, we were reading, last night at bedtime, her and I were reading, what is it called? Room on the Broom. It's a really fun Halloween book that my mom gifted me a year or two ago. And Mariah and I were reading that at bedtime last night. Why was I talking about that? Oh, somehow we ended up talking about why I didn't feel good. She was asking. Anyway, I am all over the place this morning. If you've never watched any of my journaling videos, then this all probably seems like, holy shit, this woman needs to get medicated. Guess what? I am. Woo! But I'm also sick. And so the medicine is not doing nearly as much as it normally does. It's weird how that works. It really is. Someday we'll talk about that. The effects of like ADD and like how it interacts with medication and stuff and changes the efficacy of certain medications. Yeah. Anyhow, as do many conditions, mental, physical, whatever. Yeah. So lots of exciting things going on. There's a few like local free haunted houses or like people's yard displays and stuff like that we're going to be exploring this weekend. We also have, let's see, tomorrow night, Mariah, my youngest, has her concert. Not band concert. What's the other one? Symphony? I mean, it's not a symphony. Orchestra. Mariah plays the violin. She's going to be doing a little concert for all of you on the vlog channel. Probably today or tomorrow. I don't know. But we have her concert tomorrow. And also tomorrow, I have my mammogram. It's that time again. And I'll be bringing you along for that to an extent. You know. It's not going to be all boobalicious or anything. But I had gotten a notice from my insurance. Isn't that strange? It's something they have to pay for, but they remind you. I think it's because it's preventative, and they're like, well, we have to pay for it anyway here, you know, and so one of the few things that insurances like have to cover. And I guess they figure, well, you know, it'll cost less to get her in there and get her boobs squoze, than to pay for like breast cancer treatment. So get in there, please get in there. And they sent me that reminder like a year ago. But when I had spoken with my family doctor at the time, sort of around the time, he and I discussed like the current guidelines and stuff like that. And I wasn't worried about waiting a little bit. But then when I went in for my physical a couple weeks ago, he was like, no, it's time. You do need to do it. You waited, you know, 2 years. I was comfortable with you waiting that time, but now you need to go. So, an interesting thing is that he didn't do a breast exam. He said that like the current thinking on that is that it isn't actually terribly helpful, that more often than not, women will find lumps and bumps on their own and then bring those to the attention of the doctor, who will then, of course, send them to get a mammogram, the most effective form of diagnostics when it comes to your boobies. So rather than putting me through a breast exam, which I don't mind. I mean, I've had 3 kids. I've had a fissurotomy. That's, you know, a surgery right up your butthole. So, like, I'm like, whatever, get in there, flop it around, do what you gotta do. But it is nice not having to do that. That's great. And I'm sure, you know, my husband is fine with me not having to do that with my doctor. So, anyway, so I'm going to do, the mammogram tomorrow. And since it is still October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I should get some goodies or treats or something, because last time I went during October, they gave me like nail polish and what else was it? Like a scrunchie or I don't know, bracelet maybe. Definitely there was nail polish. So I'm going to pick a couple of goodies. Hopefully they have them. I'll bring you along. We'll see. Getting that done tomorrow. So let's see. So today we have the library. We have the DMV. There was something. Oh, Mariah and I might also, and this would be on the vlog channel, we are hopefully going to play with the Calico Critters and open this Ferris wheel that I bought some time ago, and we're really excited to try that out and do an unboxing and stuff. And then tomorrow I have the mammogram. It's really not that bad, guys. Modern mammograms, they're really not that bad. And especially when you have like nice, loose, floppy, you know, 3 children in kind of boobs. It's really not that bad. It's really not. And then, let's see. And then Mariah's orchestra concert. We'll definitely put a clip of that on the family vlog channel. And also Mariah will do just a little private demonstration of her violin skills that she's been learning. Just be kind. She's in 6th grade. She's just barely learning, so it's a little, you know, but that's necessary in order to have fabulous symphonies. You got to start somewhere. So, and then Friday, we will hopefully, it depends on the weather, really, be going to a free, like, yard display Halloween situation. And then over the weekend, hopefully hitting up a couple of free local, like in people's yards, haunted houses or yard displays or things like that. And hopefully we'll be able to bring you guys along for some of that. And that's all going to be on the vlog channel. And then here I am finally, in fact, I'll probably be in this shirt, so stay tuned. And don't be surprised if you see this, but with more going on here. Finally going to open up that damned coffee grinder and try out some of the coffee beans that some of you guys have sent to us. I think they'll still be fine. I don't know. You guys know that my foray into the happy land of coffee has only been in like the last 5 or 6 years since I left the Mormon religion and have 100% embraced the heathenism and joy and happiness of coffee. So I don't know if the beans will still be good. I don't know. I mean, I'm still going to use them and I'm still going to drink it. Will they be as fresh? No, of course not, but they've been sealed, you know. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys know, then tell me in the comments, like, whatever. Oh, the other thing, and please don't judge me, okay? Please don't judge me. This is something I just have to do, okay? Like, you guys know, my body is this fucking burning down circus, okay, that I live in. And if I'm awake, I am in pain. And it sucks sometimes. It really sucks. And the one thing that I have, like, held on to, like, with my fingertips was my face. Because I love my face. Thank you, Mom and Dad and ancestors. If nothing else, well, my hearing is really good. I do have really good hearing. But my face, my face. But unfortunately, because of years of tanning, don't go tanning. Oh my God. In the year 2023, please, guys, don't go tanning. Because of that, I've, you know, had to pay the price of all these spots and nonsense. And I fight them with, like, different creams and acids and all this nonsense. And it has helped. But I'm like, you know what? I canceled my Disney. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys that. Oh my God. I canceled the Disneyland trip. Yeah. I should do a whole video on that, but they made me really mad. They made me really mad because they raised the prices at a time that is not the normal time for raising the prices, and because they only did it to make up for their losses elsewhere and to just, you know, suck us dry, us, you know, loyal park goers. And so in protest, I canceled my December trip that I was going to do with my sister, and we're doing a staycation instead. Yeah, got to do a whole video about that. But because of that, I'm like, the money I would have spent on that, I can do other things. And one of those is I'm going to go to the dermatologist, and we are going to address all of the age spots, the sunspots, the melasma, the whatever, the pigmentation, the hyperpigmentation. We're going to do it. Yeah. I want to get like a chemical peel. That'll be an adventure, and I'll bring you along right here on this channel. I want to fight some of the just fine lines and wrinkles and, you know, just a little bit, nothing dramatic, nothing crazy. Guys, my body is falling apart. And every day is a challenge physically and mentally. And I do my best to be optimistic and positive and to embrace the happiness and the good things and the fact that I'm 42 and only have like 3 or 4 silver hairs. And I'm so grateful for that, you know, and the wrinkles, they're not awful. They're really not. The forehead, but all things considered, I'm pretty damn lucky, and I'm grateful for that. But my body's falling apart, okay? It's falling apart. And this is something I need to do for me. And I'm going to do it. So judge me or don't judge me, support me or don't. It's whatever. But I am going to bring you along for it. And it's not something that insurance will cover, because it's not like, I mean, they'll cover the exam, because you should always get discolor. I should have had these looked at years ago, especially with the history of cancer in my family. So they'll cover the exam to like make sure none of this is anything naughty, you know? But then as far as like chemical peels and treatments and stuff like that, no, they're not going to cover any of that. So money I would have used to go to Disneyland, we're going to start this. And we're going to put the fence up. Not this winter, it'll be in the spring. I'm going to save that money and do my damnedest to stick to, oh, can I even say it out loud? No Disney trips for the next year. Yeah, I know I've said that before. I know. But I really want the fence up. And there's trees that we'll have to cut down, and there's all this stuff that we'll have to do to make that possible. And getting the fence up, getting a survey of the property, all of that is going to cost a fortune. About the same as like 2 of my Disney trips. So I'm going to do it. Yeah. Oh, that feels weird. Even like, I'm like all of a sudden very depressed thinking about that. But yeah, it needs doing, you know? So anyway, so much going on. Mammograms, concerts, DMVs, canceled Disney trips, chemical peels, lots of stuff. Ooh, the Dayquil has definitely kicked in. Ah. You know, that it feels just like a switch being flipped, you know? Like, oh, ooh, all of a sudden, things are less foggy and less like, that means it's time to go put my face on and go get some stuff done. Ooh, the one other thing I was going to tell you that's part of all of this kind of melancholy and lots of Dayquil and Diet Coke and coffee and just copious, almost dangerous amounts is because today is the warm before the storm. We have a freaking storm coming just in time for Halloween. Yay, Utah, you. Anyway, and so today is supposed to just be absolutely gorgeous the rest of the day, and I want to get out there and just enjoy it as much as possible. I have a whole bunch of plants and seeds and stuff to harvest because this is the last chance, you know, flowers to dry and et cetera, et cetera. I'm really pissed off that the weather is doing this. I'm like, come on, just give me one more week. One more week, please. But anyhow, I hate winter. I love fall. I love spring. I don't care for summer other than the flowers. And I hate winter and like the sadness that comes with it and, you know, all of that. So I am definitely in this place of kind of melancholy while also under the weather with a full plate of things on my calendar and a teeny bit overwhelmed, but also super annoyed about the weather, but also incredibly excited that more of my favorite candles are on the way. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And this has been my jumbled journal, Julie's jumbled journal. And you guys have been wonderful if you have stuck through this madness. And if you did, if by some craziness you did, and the comments put, anyway, quotations, quote unquote, put a jumble of Julie. Which is basically like my life. That's the memoir title. A jumble of Julie. You know? I mean, look around. We've got my Mickey Mouse bag that Bonnie sent to me years ago. We've got my Powerade. I drink those every day. We've got my favorite candle. We've got Halloween all over the place. And we've got a Little Tikes Cinderella, what do you call it, carriage that I got out of the dumpsters. This is my life in a nutshell right here. A jumble of Julie. You guys are so great. Journal done. Time to get on with the rest of the day. And I hope you have a beautiful day. See you real soon. Bye.